Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a best of 5 show match here for Weasel facing up against Phoebus Apollo here. Should be a really interesting one here. We are jumping right into game number 1 here as Apollo has gone with the Ethiopians and will play in blue. And Weasel has gone with the Vietnamese and will play in green. I really like both these civilizations. I think it could be quite good here. We'll quickly check this civilization's tech trees. Ethiopians and Archer Civ. Archers fire 50% faster, receive 100 plus gold and food when advancing to the next age. Pikeman upgrade is free. The Shotel warriors are a very unique unit for infantry. And then the Vietnamese here are an Archer Civ. Enemy positions are revealed at the start of the game. Economic upgrades cost no wood, which is nice in complement to their archers. Archery range units get plus 20% HP. Conscription is free, and they have the Rattan Archer. Could be an interesting one for sure. Alright, so what we're going to expect to see from both players is archers. And just so you guys are aware of the bonus here for Weasel, he already knows where his opponent's starting TC is. So, makes them in pretty unique position actually, because he could scout and grab all of his resources right away, or he could run forth and try to lame some of these herdables, and if he would have run forward, he might have found these three here. Nonetheless, guys, it should be an interesting one here. So, Weasel starting out here, standard build here, 6 on food, now headed to wood. Apollo looks like he is doing the same thing. He is doing a really good job scouting as well. As we'll check his fog of war, he should run into his last few herdables here. Does have this cow over here seeing what he needs to see. So, Weasel, same kind of situation, collecting all of his additional hunt or herdables, my apologies. As far as map generation goes here, Weasel has a really unfortunate forward stone and gold, but he does have a pretty safe stone back here. Main gold should be decently safe, but I mean, look at this wide open area here. This is a big area to potentially have to wall off here. Not exactly what you want to see if you're in Weasel's position. On the other side here, Apollo's map, still pretty good too. Main gold is a bit more exposed. Double stones are pretty safe here. Again, very open on this side here. Nice wood line back behind though. This wood line will be ranged by archers later in the game, I'm sure. But he could probably wall up a little bit easier potentially, just because of his map, but Weasel does have a boar headed in here, and he has a villager headed forward. I expect him to build a house. That boar is pretty well timed, only 10 food left here on the cow, not bad at all. Weasel does a really good job of bringing that one in. And on the other side, Apollo doing the same thing. Unfortunately, the boar retasked there, but he's able to recover it just fine. Mill, interesting position, but should be just fine. He's already putting houses over here, so he's already going to try to wall this up a bit. I think that's probably a really good play. As far as relic generation goes, see we have one here kind of in the mid, one on this corner, one on this corner, and then the other two are very much in favor of Apollo. So, could turn into something in the late game. Weasel also going to be walling up. He is already getting his palisades coming in as well, but should be alright there. Gonna have to go out and get this other boar now, same as Apollo. Both players very, very evenly matched right now. It looks like Apollo is just ever so slightly ahead with the villagers, as Weasel's about a half a villager behind here. That's quite unfortunate. Apollo did lose quite a bit of scout HP here. Weasel Scout is just hanging out at the edge of the map, checking out what's in the darkness over here. Nonetheless, boar number 2 comes in just fine over here, and Apollo already has boar number 2 in. 5 unberries here. Looks like we have 4 unberries, and gonna go out and build another house. Gonna be interesting to see if we have any sort of drush come in from either player. if it's going to be Drush into archers or if both players are just going to go to feudal and go up from there. Weasol going for the big wall off nice and early. And he doesn't have to worry about that villager going down. He should be able to fight that scout pretty well. Nice that his hunt is in the back too in case he needs it. Looks like he might just wall up the entire corner of the map for himself, which isn't going to be bad. He is open here on this, but not the end of the world. And then let's see if Apollo's placed any walls in. Nope, but he is headed to gold nice and early to get up the gold he's going to need for archer production. So, pretty standard play from both, really. Weasol just electing to wall up. And we do have Feudal Age coming in for Apollo, as he has put down the barracks already. Weasol on the other side has yet to put down the barracks, doesn't have the wood for it now with all of this walling up. And unfortunately, I'm not exactly sure what he did with this Vil, if he retasked him or what, but he is going to be open here. Okay, going for the short walls into the TC now. I don't mind this play. Walling to the edge would have been quite a bit, so he just needs to wall there, and he will have some issues with wood here though. This wood line and this wood line will both be pretty rangeable. Both players on their way up. Weasol yet to put down the barracks, so we will see an earlier bit of archer production. Ooh, we actually have some militia being produced here from Apollo, so it's going to be a man-at-arms rush actually. Will buy himself a decent amount of time. Barracks actually coming down at a good time as well, so he will be able to put down an archery range when he desires as well. Both players looking pretty close on Vil count here. Weasol did go up to 22 Vils before he clicked though. We do have the Drush, which will turn into Man-at-Arms Rush here, I believe. Yep, Man-at-Arms has been selected from Ethiopians here. Not a bad plan. Will he find anything though? This side is completely walled up. He does need to get some walls finished on this side. Diagonally walling towards the town center. I don't mind this. He is open in the back though. Let's see if he has scouted that. He has. His scouting is quite good on this side here. Apollo also has quite good scouting. Archery range is now coming down here. That villager is exposed though, so needs to be walled in. Oh no, this villager could die. That villager is likely dead. It looks like he's just going to run with it to get the archery range up as quickly as possible. So he will be down that additional Vil that he had there. Quite unfortunate. Archery range is down though. Other Vil headed out there to deal with, and that villager is caught out. This isn't going to be good either. He's going to get in with the man-at-arms rush here, and this wood line will need to be evacuated. Gold still exposed. A Vil out here exposed. Get one wall. Alright, that's good. Now just quick wall the other side, Weasol. Alright, gold villagers are safe for now. We already have a skirmisher, a couple skirmishers coming forward actually. So 2 skirmisher lead here. Interesting play from Apollo. He has not walled up at all, saved himself quite a bit of wood on this process. And somehow he either got in or he chose to run with this. And this villager, oh, he is going to be safe. Weasol is going to have some problems here though, as the skirmishers have come forward and he is creating archers. This archer taking a nice engagement against the scouts. These villagers are forced to run off the berries as well. It's quite unfortunate there. Pretty rough there, but skirmishers going down. Just 3 man-at-arms. The archers can deal with that. Not a problem. A lot of idle time here for Weasol though. Lots of idle villagers. Weasol is now housed. And on the other side we see the Ethiopian player going into his archers, and he is walling up now. So he is going to start getting those walls up there. Will go in for a blacksmith as well. Apollo's position is looking quite good here. Man-at-arms still hanging around. One goes down there. Weasol's got to clean up this eco. Man-at-arms will be down here. Eco will get strained around, which is good. He is going to be playing from the back foot here, though, so he's going to have to do something here to change things around. He should probably just try to boom and defend with his military and get up there. Another house situation for Apollo. Guy, not what we want. 2 villager lead for Apollo right now, so he's doing quite good. Military lead, he's up by 1 in mill count. Weasel is straight archers, only 1 archery range reduction. And again, the wood lines are going to become an issue here. As we see Weasel throwing the tower down. I mean, this isn't a bad plan, but he is losing a vill here. And he's going to lose some of his mill numbers here, but he is going to take a somewhat decent engagement here, long enough to get this tower up. And he ran back with some. Still a few idols for Weasel there. He does need to get that straightened out, but that should protect his wood line, and he's going to need that to be protected to come back in this one. Down by 3 villagers at the moment. Scout is going to pick off. Guess not. Just decides to run there. Weasel should probably just go into full skirm defense at this point, but he's continuing to try to do the archer play here. Archers are going to come to the front wood line and be annoying as well. So Apollo's doing a really good job of spreading out his military numbers here and dealing damage where he can. Those are all archers. I think Weasel should probably move out and try to clean that up. Didn't hit that wood line. Is open over here though. Did delete some walls to build the blacksmith. Could allow a few archers in, but taking some unnecessary damage here. Not much though, so it's not the end of the world. Weasel does have a few archers out there as well, but he is just going to lose those. Pretty rough engagement there. Another villager caught out over here. Fletching is going to be coming in now. Weasel definitely needs that fletching upgrade. But he needs to go over here and fight this, I think. He needs to save his vills. He's caught up in villager production. Looks like we had a little bit of idle time over here for Apollo. Apollo doing a really good job of managing his eco, though. Things are looking pretty good. Could use a refreshed lumber camp on that side, but it's not the end of the world. Alright, fletching in for both players here. Vietnamese player has 36 HP, which is also going to help him here. A few weak archers on both sides here. Oh, we're just going to walk into each other apparently though. It's alright though. Should be a fairly even trade here. Weasel will end up losing the fight here, but still not the end of the world. 1 archer left, 1 spear left. Weasel is getting some more production going here. He does have a few idols, but Apollo back here is just constantly producing as best he can. He is not able to constantly produce right now. Or he is, it's just he's not building up much of a mass. He keeps sending them all forward one at a time. And he is going to make an attempt to wall off this entire corner, it looks like. Padded archer armor just came in here, which is a nice touch. Do have a stable switch here for Weasel. Not the end of the world. He does see very small numbers. He does have 2 archers of his own. Going to take out that spear, and then this scout could become quite useful here. Military idol over here. Oh, okay. He's gonna get some free hits here, it looks like. Not too many before he has to run back, but I don't mind that play at all. Apollo is starting to get some walls up though. He thinks he's gonna be dealing with scouts soon, so he definitely wants to get that walled up. And this archer is caught out, so that won't be much of a loss there in HP. So Weasel actually doing pretty good, keeping up with eco. He's only down by 2 vills, oh, 1 vill really. Skirms are coming back to skirms, spears, and archers now for Apollo. I think that's an excellent play. I think that really helps out. Oh, lost both scouts. Another archery range coming up for Weasel. Weasel is going to be clicking up pretty soon. He just needs to build a market to balance his eco, as Apollo is 40+ percent on his way up. Really needs to get himself up now. Weasel is getting housed again, which is quite unfortunate, but This hill is going to play a pretty important part. There are a couple skirms in here though, and they do have that additional armor as well. So that is going to be a bit of a problem for him. And he's taking this fight from an uphill perspective, so Weasol is going to have to run away from that one. I think he either needs to, yeah, he is getting another scout out on the field. Market is coming up, so he is planning on maybe balancing his eco, but his res is looking really good now. He's actually ahead in the villager count as well. It's really good there. We'll see what happens here with Apollo's castle time. He will have a chance to have his upgrades in advance. He needs to clear the queues though. He has not cleared the queues. He does not have any upgrades coming in yet. This is a mistake. He definitely needs to clear the queues and get those up. He has a significant advantage in military, but he's not going to really have much of an advantage with, I mean, he will have Bodkin arrow, and now he's got crossbow in, but it is behind this archer, so it's not the end of the world. So he is going into a second town center. Ooh, and a stable for him. Interesting. Weasol also getting +1 in this as well. So, forward siege workshop, pikeman, and a skirm archer mix for Apollo. Weasol going to go into what I assume will be knights, maybe elephants. I don't know if his eco can support elephants though. Maybe. I mean, it's gonna be interesting nonetheless. Archer skirms are forward here. Even 1 or 2 elephants could do the job here, though. He is going to get Castle Age, but he's going to have a bunch of crossbows to deal with, and all he's going to have is archers right now. Not going to be able to go very far, though, past this town center, although he will be able to on this side, so not the end of the world here for Weasol, as Weasol has moved out to this hill here. This could be a big problem. Oh no, Weasol is doing a good job with the town center here, taking on this. The scouts coming forward will not stand a chance. Knight is going to come out though, 2 knights, so I don't mind that at all, as they will have +2 soon. They don't have it yet, kind of needs to wait to take that fight, but he will take this army, he will delay it a bit more here. Gonna be in trouble on this gold. He is gonna have to leave the gold. Archer sitting back to hopefully pick off reinforcements. I mean, Weasol is in a bit of trouble here. Crossbow is now in. Knights as well. I think he could clean this army up, and that could be a really good thing for him here, but he needs to get some knight numbers up. Yeah. Running again here. Crossbows will come in. I think he needs to garrison this tower, actually. Alright, send your knights. Send the knights. You have the crossbow number. Send the knights. Tower is going to do a little bit of damage as well. He should send the knights. Weasol, send the knights. Could have cleaned that army up. A lot of idols again for Weasol here. Quite a few of them. Knights now headed in, but the crossbows aren't there. Alright, now here we go. Now he's getting over there. Not exactly the best timing there, but he should clean this army up here in the back. And, I mean, with that, the military numbers are going to be pretty equal. Again, villager numbers now are quite different, though. 58 for Apollo and 44 for Weasol. Walls, not completely up. He does have a hole there. Those knights could get in and do quite a bit of damage if he sends them forward. He should send the crossbows to deal with those pikemen, and he should send these knights forward. He needs to get another town center up somewhere. Maybe here. Weasol is floating tons and tons of wood. He is going to go out for the castle, though. Knights really need to keep moving forward here. He could snipe quite a bit of invested military here. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here. We do have a scout still here for Apollo. That is a new scout that he built. Let's check out this scouting for Weasol. Weasol doesn't have much in the way of scouting forward. Gonna need to find his opponent. Oh, he knows where his opponent is. Apollo's scouting is much better at this point. Going out to stone, not a bad plan. We'll go for rattan archers potentially. He's done a good job. He's forced Apollo to go back behind and has allowed himself for some time to boom. But he really needs to get another town center up if he's going to try to boom back into this one here. Right now, he just is not prioritizing that. Let's check res. I mean, Apollo is just madly queuing whenever he can. He's looking in a good position here. Weasel going for Bodkin arrow, few villagers, and a few crossbows. But definitely needs to get a new town center up. He's going to put one on the front there, so that's not bad. Not bad at all. He does spot that siege workshop. Hasn't seen any siege yet, though. All the siege is sitting back at home for Apollo. Not a terrible plan. Those crossbows should be with these knights. He knows there's pikemen on the field. Monk coming forward here. Siege. Alright, all the military is coming forward here now. So this is going to be a fight here in the middle for sure. I mean, Apollo has superior military numbers. And he's about to gain one if he gets that conversion. He does not. Crossbows will be able to snipe this. Monk. Maybe. Weasel might have to turn back here, actually. He is going to take a bad fight downhill. But now these mangonels are coming forward. He doesn't have much of a choice. Battle Elephant is in the back here for Weasel as well. Could be interesting to see what he does with this one. Apollo, I think, is just going to wait for Imperial Age. He could probably buy himself up right now, or, yep, put a forward castle. I think that's a big forward castle. It's definitely needed, and I don't think Weasel can deny this whatsoever. It depends on the villager numbers, and military numbers are still very superior. So Apollo is just booming away. Weasel just now getting his second town center up is going to be quite significantly behind. Leather archer armor. The elephant comes forward. The knights come forward. Will the mangonels go down? It looks like they will. At least one of them. Alright, just one of them, so not really a good trade. A battle elephant and 3 knights for 1 mangonel. Not exactly what you want to see there. Weasel is definitely on the back foot here in game 1. It's looking more and more like Apollo has the commanding lead here. I'm not even sure this castle is necessary here. He was getting some infantry upgrades though, so Shotel warriors could come into play here. Weasel is going for a mangonel and a ram, but nothing else really but knights. He is going into knights. I mean, knights could be big if he gets a big shot off here. Castle does go up here. Crossbows, not headed forward there. Maybe thought better of it. Alright, Apollo's eco is looking really good still. I mean, 88 vills to 66. Weasel was really late getting his second TC up. Is just getting wheelbarrow now. Looks like we're headed out here for this gold as well, and the military just needs to push forward here for Apollo, and I think he'll take this one no problem. Getting Royal Heirs, so we are definitely going to see those Shoto warriors. Royal Heirs makes them produce so much faster. Oh boy, there's a mangonel in here. Oh, big mangonel shot. Shoot the crossbows. Oh, big shots coming in here. Very good shots from Weasel. He needs to get another one. Oh man, just missed that one. But this definitely was a rough fight for Weasel. He is going to be losing those rams. Knights are all the way over here, and the crossbows are getting taken out by this mangonel as well. A lot of military here for Apollo to deal with, and we have castles forward. Would expect to see production from those coming out as well. Amazing what playing with no sleep is like. Yeah, Weasel, if you were deprived of sleep, yeah, that definitely makes sense. Roilers, look how quickly they create. This is ridiculous. 17 attack, yep, Weasel just resigns. Calls GG. I don't blame him there at all. Apollo says blame it on the sleep, buddy. GG, game number 1 here goes to Apollo. Yeah, I think just overall the villager production and everything was good. You want to go again, best of 11? Oh boy, guys. Alright. So, game number 1 to Apollo. I did remove the scoreboard. Alright. We are going to move on to game number 2, guys. I just had to allow your chat. Alright, game number 2. Guys, you are in chat. Was it Battlegrounds or what was game number 2? Guys, what was game number 2? Battlegrounds. That's what I thought. Here we go. Alright, guys. Let's go. Game number 2 between Weasel and Apollo. Here we go. Alright. Battlegrounds! For those of you who aren't familiar with this map, this was a custom-made map that we had Hitch CMJ create for our Team Battlegrounds map. Basically, you start with limited res around your main TC start. Most of the wood on the map is on the outside. There are small spots of trees. There are little 2 tiles of golds and stones with a lot of hunt, sheep, and berries in the center of the map. There's also a couple boar in here as well. But basically, you have to be pretty aggressive on this map. Not the easiest of maps to wall up either, so that will be something to deal with. Apollo went with Mongols. Weasel has gone with Cumans here, so this could get interesting for sure. Cumans, not a pick that we see all that often, especially at our level. Weasel does like them quite a bit, though. Apollo with a bit of a rough generation here, too. He doesn't really have a whole lot of wood behind him. And Weasel, frankly does. Do need to work on the map script a bit more, it looks like. But nonetheless, guys, this is just a show match for a gift sub to my channel. So we'll have to speak with Hitch about this, though. This, if he's not in chat, we'll have to ask him. I think this is the second or third time I've seen this, where I think it's just the way that the res generates here on the outside. Anyways, both players, fairly similar builds at the moment. Looks like we have 3 on wood here, 3 on wood here. Where is this villager going, Weasel? Just walking him out. Interesting. Alright, house coming down for Weasel. Pushing some deer here is Apollo. Not a bad plan, as Mongols will have a much better hunting pace here. Pretty good altogether there. Killed the boar, not taking the boar. It's a little rough here. Maybe push that deer in a little bit too soon there, Apollo. Just gonna let all this food rot. It's quite unfortunate. They will be done with this deer very quickly, though. So, not a ton of it gone to waste here. I expect to see scouts, and more scouts. What is this wall? Weasel's gonna try to wall up, so maybe he is gonna go into a 2TC boom here. Could be interesting. Yeah, I mean, Apollo is in here in chat. Yeah, the rot, I mean, it probably was better just to push the deer and take the deer, I guess, but I think if you would have just waited to take the deer until the boar was almost completely gone, it would have been even better, or vice versa. Taking the deer first. Either way, I mean, Mongols are sick. 40% faster, still insane. Weasel is walling like crazy. He is a madman. He is probably going to go for a 2 TC boom here, I imagine. The way he is walling. He does have a sheep in the middle he should bring home. I haven't seen too much here. We have a forward from Apollo, though, so maybe he's thinking let's go out to the middle and get some of that hunt, which is not a bad plan at all. Let's check out his vision as well here. Fog of War for Weasel. He has yet to find his opponent. He does not want to bring that deer in, I guess, this time. And here he is still searching for hunt, so he will find it. And he will mill that and get that coming in. I think that's an excellent play. Mongols are a pretty sick choice on this map. The hunt bonus is quite good. And if he's not going to be pressured here, Weasel also going to push in his deer. On berries as well. Big investment into walls here. Going to be interesting. A lot of vills forward here for Apollo. Needs to shift click those on to that though. It's a little bit unfortunate here. Weasel is going to bring back this sheep. So we'll see how this one develops. It could be interesting here. Not going for berries here as Mongols isn't the end of the world either. I actually think it's the way that you should play it, as there are a lot of deer out here. There's like 20 deer. The standoff. They had to negotiate first if they were gonna fight, I guess. Weasel can just run away with that. Weasel is going for that early fuel. Mongols could do this as well, and looks like he is available to click up with the 500 food he has now. We'll see if he clicks up or not. Bring the boar home. Uh-oh. That villager could go down here. Be close. Oh. Apollo, no. Lost villager. He was going to be up at an additional villager to 22. Quite unfortunate there as well. Barracks. Why'd you build the barracks, Weasel? Were you going to drush? Were you going to not go 2 TCs here? I don't know exactly what you're doing. You're going to build farms. You build a barracks. What's your wood look like? Yeah, the barracks I think is not necessary. The mill and the... So now you are going to have enough. Okay. Oh. Okay. Stable. So this is not going to be a 2 TC play from Kumits. Very good. Lots of food for Apollo, though. Apollo isn't even in feudal yet, and it looks like he's got an FC build in here. Like 2 buildings, he could click up earlier to the castle if that's what he wants to do. Weasel is going to play with scouts, though, so this is going to be interesting. A barracks on the front here for Mongols as well. Would expect that, since he will be going into stable production as well. Weasel is just now getting scouts out, so we'll see what Weasel can do with this one. He has left... I don't understand the big walls here and no walls over here, though. Unless he is planning on putting down another town center at some point. No stable... Oh, there's the stable. Stable up front, so Apollo is not worried about protecting his eco. I mean, it is all very close to the town center. Maybe just a few defensive spears back there. Forward on here for a blacksmith as well. Not bad. I'm still curious here. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see a lot of scouts. 4 scouts already headed forward here for Weasel, so Weasel says this is an embarrassing match. That bad, huh, Weasel? Weasel does not have any scouting yet, does he? He does not. He just has the middle scouting here, so he shoots the houses. He will know where his opponent is. Woodline exposed. We are going to see some villagers go down here, at least one. Maybe a second and a third. Uh-oh. One scout down. 3 vills go down, though. 3 vills for, what, 2 scouts? Not bad. Scout will have to come protect this vill. Shouldn't be an issue. So that was a good exchange for Weasol there. He has heavily idled and killed some vills here. Got himself a nice villager lead at this point. He's going back to the wood line. Ooh, that hurt. We'll get another vill pick here. Very good, Weasol. On the front, the scouts are here for Apollo as well. Do have a scout or two, and these 3 scouts are headed to the mid. Ooh, some defensive spears though. This is a good number of scouts as well here. Only 1 scout be the 4 here. Uh-oh. Villagers gone down on one side. Villagers will go down on this side as well. Only 1 thus far. Woodline very exposed though. Uh-oh. Fighting with vills. Okay. It's better than not fighting with them at this point. Okay. Weasol did lose, I think, all but 1 of his scouts in the front here to those spears. Oh no, they came back. Spear is there though. The scouts, okay, cleaning him up. Weasol still has a really good villager lead. He's up by 5 villagers. Needs to fix his, okay, fix his idols. Should finish his wall if that's his plan. Scout goes down. We got more scout production here from Weasol. I think he should try to finish this wall. You have the defensive spear now. Put spear up front, maybe build a second, and defend. 4 more Mongol scouts. Cav are coming in. Spears are on the wood line now, so Apollo very safe at home. Only 1 spear here for Weasol. Still with a villager lead though, so should spot this. Nope, just gonna run on by. So we're gonna have 4 fresh scouts in here. There are weak vills here. 2 of them exposed. Uh-oh. Weasol on the run again. He has the 1 scout gonna be out. He has his 1 spearman there. Villagers will go down here. He does choose to engage the scouts. With the spear, gets 1. Oh no. This isn't looking good, Weasol. Villager lead is going down. A lot of weak vills here. Lot of weak vills here. Fight, Weasol, fight! Alright, he is losing villagers. Villager lead's down to 1. Still 2 scouts alive. Oh no. This is an ugly game. So many villagers just went down. He had a 5 villager lead, I think, and now he's down by 2 villagers. More scouts are coming forward, and I think this is the right play from Apollo. Weasol kind of let off the gas with production of scouts and spears, and well, Apollo's making him pay the price now. This is kind of what we pictured when we saw this was a very, very scout-heavy map. Wall the wood line, Weasol. Wall the wood line. Oh no. Alright, run with the wood line. Now what you want to see. Spear's going the wrong way. The spear is not moving. 1 vill will go down. This vill, I don't know what this vill is pathing to. But he is trying to get this wall up, and oh no. Another scout comes in. Gonna keep it open. Oh, double click the vills. Weasol is falling apart. I'm gonna lose another vill. He double clicked all his vills there. That hurts. That makes me want to GG every time I do it. Behind this, Apollo is doing fine. He's just making scouts. He's stopped making scouts now. He's got a decent number. He did leave. I'm kind of surprised that he left. Oh, Apollo is claiming he was being nice, giving a nice little break for the double click. That is quite generous of you. I mean, you did leave, so I mean, I believe you. You did leave there. But you're back to villager equality. This villager has 7 food in his basket and is just leaving. I don't know where this villager's going. We have a Sneakville. Almost walled up. I mean, Weasel, you walled this so early. So much investment, and then you didn't wall anything up here. Forward houses, and you're housed. So Apollo still, oh, he's on his way to Castle Age. On your way to Castle, you have your scouts out. You have a bunch of spears on the field as well. It's looking rough for Weasel to come back from this one. Going on to wood with Goomans here. Or wood. Going on to gold. No, maybe this was meant for stone. This is an awkward lumber camp. Or mining camp here. The Mongol bonus is just insane. He was not punished. This is not supposed to happen on this map. This is a very open map. But with all the scout aggression, oof. Alright, Apollo, no worries. Another stable. It's just gonna be, it's either gonna be knights and or step lancers and or light cav. I mean, Apollo could go whatever he wants to here. He's gonna have the res too. Weasel should be clicking up pretty soon as well, but I don't think it's gonna be in enough time here. I really don't. I think that Weasel's going to be too far behind now. Not even able to click yet is Weasel. We'll click here just in a second. Click, Weasel, click, 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 click. Oh no. Alright, he's clicked. Thank God. Bloodlines coming in now for Apollo. He has got, what is that, triple stables? Triple stables up. Husbandry also coming in. Market coming up for Weasel as he has clicked. I want to look at this scouting here from Apollo. This is excellent. Town center over here. He's already scouted everything right here. I mean, looking very, very good. Apollo, I couldn't tell you who was looking around, but thanks for hanging out, guys. Appreciate it. Alright, Weasel is in desperation mode to defend now until he gets up. He will need more stables as well. Oh, Weasel's going into, is this archer armor? He is going into padded archer armor. Interesting. Full sender is correct. He would not be a lurker if he spoke up. How's it going, Full sender? Good to have you back. One villager sneaking out here. Uh-oh. This could be discovered. Oh, and Apollo sees. That villager will be deleted? Oh, Weasel, why? Why would you delete it? You didn't want him to have the kill? Oh, Castle Age is in. Apollo, I feel we need to have a conversation about your production here. Alright. That was a great delete. That's perfect. Apollo, I'm confused. I'm very confused, Apollo. Look at this res. You see this res you have here, man? Where are the knights? Oh, and now you're going to the light cat. So I'm confused. I'm very confused. First of all, you are the first one in Castle Age. You don't like knights? Who are you, Apollo? Why don't you like knights? You could have gone step lancers or camels for all I care. But light cap, you could have went light cap immediately too. You could have kept producing scouts. You could have killed. You could. This castle would never go up here. Alright. Well, we'll see how it works out for you. I mean, your eco is getting a very commanding position yet again. You do have some light cav upgrade in now. I mean, full light cav flood works too. You're gonna discover this castle, I fear. And, I mean, if you're not going into knights here, Weasel could have a decent engagement here. Oh. Step husbandry. Okay, Weasel. Step husbandry. Very intriguing. One Kipchuk on its way out. Very interesting here. Apollo, I still... Apollo, you're in my Discord, and you discuss certain strategies on occasion. I'm very intrigued as to why you have such an advantage here. I'm just confused as to your choices now with this here. One, Kipchuk, even two, not gonna do the greatest things in the world. This town center is very nice here. Now, Step Husbandry was fine. It's a fine upgrade. I mean, at this point, you're gonna have a decent number of Kipchuks. I don't think Lycav does a great job against Kipchuks, and these Kipchuks are gonna be building in strength. And you're just going full Lycav now. This Lycav spam could have happened like 4 or 5 minutes ago, I think. But nonetheless, your eco is still in great position. This is unfortunate. I don't know what happened here. Just chop these trees. But interesting. Alright, Weasel is getting a pretty decent number of Kipchuks up now. It does have some spearmen out as well. So I think house wall? Stone wall? Oh no. Why a stone wall? Why a stone wall? Have you gotten all of the hunt? I think this is the first time that... Oh no, we're missing this pile of deer, but I think this is the first time that all the hunt has been taken in the middle that I've seen here. You barely even have farms. This wood line, I don't know what you're doing here. This is an awful. There we go. Kipchukas! 10 Kipchuks against 10 Lycav. The Kipchuks win this fight. Just run and hit, run and hit, run and hit. Okay. This could be a slaughter here. Expected him to raid, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Right, biggest fight we're gonna see in a while. Oh. Okay. Back to your castle, Weasel. Back to your castle. Interesting choice to focus down the villagers. I don't hate this choice at all. Now focus down this, and then just hit and run the Lycav. Send these forward. Send them forward, send them forward. I think at this point you just delete this and run into your castle too. But it's okay, it's okay. Castle helping out here. Kipchuk's doing fine. Camel switch now coming in here. Castle still available here as well. Step Husbandry is Lycav, Step Lancers, and Cavalry Archers train 50% faster. Interestingly enough, he has not selected to make any of those units. He did waste himself 200 food and 300 wood. Not exactly what you want to do there, but Weasel needs to get his Kipchuks all together now, so he has a big mass of them. There we go. 14. That's a lot of Lycav and camels, though. I don't like the way Weasel's using these to fight right now. Lost quite a few of them there. He wants to prevent this castle from going up, clearly. Yeah. I think Weasel's having a rough go here today. He's still trying to micro down these vills. He's doing a fine job. Don't think it's going to be enough, though. No, not enough. Castle goes up. That was a lot of Kipchuks down. Has yet to clean this army up. Yet to go raid here. Oh boy. Very safe eco here for Apollo. Oh no. The Kipchucks let him in. Oh no. The wood line. Not the wood line. Weasel, wall your wood line. Build a town center somewhere. Oh no. This is really bad. Villager lead was already in favor here. Camels are going down though. A lot of Kipchucks still on the field, so Weasel needs to clean this up. But that was a pretty rough exchange. But I guess he's going to be okay as more villagers go down. No, I think this is too big of losses here. Weasel just keeps saying, sacrifices must be made. I mean, you have sacrificed 90% of the map. And now we're gonna have Mengadai. And Apollo could click up here. He could absolutely click up. Weasel garrisoning up his units here. I mean, I think if Apollo clicks up, he's gonna just treb this down. And that will be the end of it, honestly. Monastery in the back, okay. Monastery, very nice. A little late. Massive farms about to come out now that the hunt is pretty much all taken. Except for, what, 5 deer. I can't wait to see the food difference in this game. It's going to be massive. Kipchucks produced galore. Weasel is the first to click up to Imperial Age. Apollo, you have the res. There we go, okay. He is going for some rams as well. Also gonna get Elite Skirm, and gonna have a decent number of Kipchucks, so... I mean, Weasel's position is obviously the favorable position, but I feel like Weasel... or not Weasel. Sorry, Weasel, you're not in a very good position here at all. I think Apollo has a great position. I think the issue here is... yeah, these rams aren't gonna be that great against Kipchucks. Battered rams aren't that great at all, really. Look how long it took at that for the gate to go down. Pop out those Mengadais. Yes, sorry Apollo, my words are mixed. But Apollo, I really feel like we need to discuss your production queue here. So first up, and for those of you who don't know, I've been coaching Apollo, so I don't know what Apollo. What was your elo when I first started working with you a little bit? I haven't really been knowing a whole lot, so credit goes to him. But I think he was like 950. If that's not right, correct me, Apollo. Like 900, yeah. Apollo is now like 1130-ish. So basically, I've just been trying to help him with some decisions here. And this is one that's very crucial. If you don't like knights, that's fine. Why build the stables then? Why not just go into archers? Regardless, I mean, you could have been producing scouts. You could have went. Scouts are great. They're fine. You could have went light cav though. Like as soon as you clicked up, or as soon as you hit castle. Husbandry is not really necessary. You are the first one up. You're just using them to raid and kill. You don't need to run. You're throwing them away to kill the eco. So, I mean, you could have been in on this wood line so early. I mean, husbandry is a fine upgrade, but when you're the first person up in castle, you've been fine. Weasel was very much on the back foot here. Like, you could have had probably a dozen light cav in his base, like, super quick. And now I'm interested to see how this works. A lot of Mengadai here, getting conscription, which is the right play, because he can just go ram himself. Treb, these rams should come forward here. Weasel has a lot of Kipchucks and camels here. Weasel has moved out onto this gold as well. I agree, Weasel. It should not have been this close. Siege ram, oh boy. But this is a ton of Mengadai here. Look how many arrows fire out of here. Because of how loaded this thing is with Mengadai. That's insane. Mengadai pop out though, and all these will go down. No We'll take out the siege workshop. Don't even think you're gonna get a hit on the castle. No. Okay. This also interesting decision to leave these. I don't know. I feel like your decision making there was a little bit on the wrong hand. I think you could have killed Weasol 15 minutes ago. Kipchucks aren't scary. You have Mangadai. 60 HP against your... How many? I don't know the exact... It's like, what? I want to say 80, but I'm probably wrong. We'll check. When these Mangadai get popped out here in a second, we will check. It is 80. Alright, I was correct. 80 v 60, and you have a castle. I think you would have been fine. Watch how quickly this fight goes down here. Even without the castle there now, are you going to fight this? Yeah. Mangadai should clean this up. I mean, of course I would be wrong, but... There was a good number of Kipchucks there, but I don't know. I think Mangadai is still the superior unit. Yeah, it is mid-game, so you still need... Oh no! Get the chemistry upgrade! Okay, chemistry came in. Woo! Woohoo! This is... I mean, Weasol, you're doing a great job, but you didn't destroy them. No! Now Siege Engineers is gonna be in. Oh, you're gonna destroy it with Kipchucks. You did not know this was being researched. Oh no, you're running again. Could have got rid of that upgrade altogether there. Alright, the Kipchuck's on their way out. Camel's also out, so Weasol should see this. Researching heavy camel also I don't think is necessary at this point. Apollo, I think where you're struggling now is when you advanced up, you got a lot of upgrades. You got Elite Skirm, you got your Archer upgrade, which is necessary for Mangadai anyways. Light Cav should have been your first upgrade. Bloodlines as well, with as many, you've had 3 stables at the time. I think Bloodlines and Light Cav should have been up immediately. What is a noob? Well, you researched it. That's why I was confused. And you built all these ranges, so. Forgot about, oh, okay. Heavy camel is fine, but you need your Mangadai numbers and these camel numbers up here to deal with this. This is a massive number of Kipchucks. Weasol's in heaven right now, enjoying just shooting everything down. I mean, this is what Weasol likes to do. These are gonna go down. God, look how fast this stable goes down to all these Kipchucks. You are throwing away quite a bit of heavy camel here, by the way, as well. Weasol's KD just got significantly better over the last 2 minutes here. Could get even better. Siege Ram is on its way as well. I feel like you should have just canceled these if you're just going to run them to their death as well, Apollo. But Hussar is not going to be completed in that. You're researching in very forward buildings. I understand the university because you built it forward already, but that Hussar upgrade's not coming in. Sacrifices must be made. Oh, Mangadai up here. I totally missed. This is good though. The Mangadai numbers are severely lacking now, so I mean the Mangadai, even with better upgrades at this point, 5+2 and 0+2 against 8+4 and 1+2, 7 range to 6 range. So I mean, this is gonna be interesting. This is a big fight coming in the middle here. Lots of heavy camel now. Need the light cav to come forward as well. Need the Mangadai to do good over here. They're not going to do very good over here. But 1 trip down. Losing Kipchucks now. Weasol split into 2 groups. Not exactly what she wants to do, but he is taking a good engagement here. He is running here as well. Oh my god, no. You guys, no. A relic victory? Where's the other monastery? You don't even have all 5, do you? Oh, jeez. You guys did not play the correct settings. Nonetheless, I think it's just Weasel's holding on with his troop numbers, and it should have been over a long time ago. Are there only 4 relics on this map? Is that what's going on here? Was there not 5? Must only be 4 relics on the map. I mean, Weasel's military numbers are very superior at this point, and his eco is just not good behind it. So, Weasel's got to straighten that out to have a chance here, but... I mean, there won't be enough gold on the map. It's all the gold that Weasel can really take. This is being taken here. Are you going for the... Hold on. Weasel's point of view. Fog of War. Yes, he can see this. You guys played the wrong settings. Oh, it's great. And we have an emergency watchtower being built here. Oh, wow. That's hilarious. Alright, now that the military is all the way over there, the camel and hussar with some Mangadai and some trebs over here should be the last straw. I would imagine, especially with all these over here. Yeah, we're just gonna take down that tower, sir. Weasel's gonna kill this thing, isn't he? He's got to, right? Is that his plan? Wow. Alright. Well, this has been an interesting game for sure here, as he is gonna take this out. And he has a massive force over here. He needs his Mangadai up here as well, but I mean, there's not enough Kipchucks here to defend. And this is a lot of Kipchucks back here, 25 of them. He is focusing down the trebs. Don't hate that. The relics were lost. Weasel's dead though. Relics lost or not. Weasel has no eco. He's not going to be able to replace those numbers. Needs to just send everything. Alright guys, we are going to fast forward this one a bit here. Weasel should be calling it any time now. These Mangadai gonna get into the wood line here. This castle will go down. And yes, there we go. Yeah, the base in the middle looks really good, bartender. Yeah, Apollo, we have some things to discuss. We'll go over some stuff here. But Weasel should have called this game a long time ago. And he had the numbers though. He came back and it was a lot closer than it should have been. Yeah, interesting. Apollo comes up way with the win here. Apollo, you could have had this win so much earlier, But I'll give you some notes on that one here. But congratulations, Apollo wins game number 2 in the best of 5 here. I've already mentioned a few things. I'll talk to you a bit more before long. Bartender, he is 1131 or 32 right now. Quick look at the statistics. Let's see this food, because the food's gonna be massively different. Oh yeah, look at that. Ridiculous. I mean, all res is ridiculous, but the food is what I really wanted to look at. Yeah. Gosh, look at that timeline. Intriguing. Alright, guys. We are moving on to game number 3 in the best of 5 show match. Weasel is in desperate need of a win. So, oh boy. Oh boy. Hope you guys are ready for game number 3. Alright, we have Apollo with the Goth on Cenotes. Or Cenotes. And what is no way! Malay! I choose Malay for the fish boom. There's no ponds. The ponds are not in the north. What is this map? Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. So, Malay, Fish Boom. No, not going to work here. Malay are a great civ nonetheless, but I know Weasel. I know he wanted this to be a Fish Boom here, and I have a feeling this is not the gen he wanted. He wants Apollo's map. That's what he wants. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Nonetheless, Goth are insane. In today's game, they are going to be very powerful against the Malay. But he has to get up there. He has to do something. He could do some things here. Very unfortunate. Man, this is a terrible map gen for Weasel. Weasel, what is this? This boar right here specifically behind this terrible forward goal. You should have asked me for a restart, guys. This is bad. Anyways. Yikes. So, let's see if we see a Goth forward since they start with free loom. Weasel he needs to get his Boris or his Javelinas in as quickly as possible, I think. I think that's a definite need right now. Came close to insta-resign. Yeah, I can see why. This is, when you pick cenotes, you don't think of 3 extremely forward golds, forward stone. I mean, this is a really bad map gen. It's probably one of the worst map gens I've seen in a long time, especially for this map. Anyways, shift clicking to explore, very nice. Apollo, well done. Going here for the house. Yeah, no pawns, Weasel, I agree. You have the worst cenotes map gen of all time. Hopefully they rebalance this map, because this is clearly a mistake. This is so bad. Nonetheless, I appreciate you did not insta-resign there. But this is looking to be quite bad. I mean, this is... I don't know what you're gonna do here, Weasel. I don't know. It's looking like it's looking really bad. Apollo, I mean, a forward with Goth is not... It's not the strategy that like people want to face, but I mean, anytime I face Goth, that's what I'm facing right now. I mean, 100%. Guys, yeah, I keep having to allow your comments, guys. Calm down a little bit. Bring it back down. Weasel, I get you're upset about this map, man, but goodness. Apollo, I feel like you've been hurt by the Goth before. Oh, alright, so, expected from Goth, infantry. That's all we expect from Goth. Maybe a knights in castle, maybe, but most likely infantry. Weasel trying to wall up as best he can here. Does get that in as well. I mean, walling is really his only option right now. He really needs something. I think you need to forward. You need to put a wall here and put a tower down. That's what you need to do, Weasel. I think that's exactly what you need. Oh, HP loss on the scout. Oh, Garrison, Garrison. Ah, just a second too late. Oh yeah, full sender. That's not fun. Goth, I mean, I'm sure you guys all saw Age of Empires released a sneak peek into their 1-year anniversary. They did mention that a lot of civ balances are going to happen. I expect Goth to be changed. I 100% expect Goth to lose the free loom. And maybe not lose the free loom, but something's going to change. Goths are going to be deleted. No, Goths are forever in the game, but I really think that free loom could go away, or they could do something with the barracks. Speaking of this, infantry civilization for the Goths. Infantry cost 20% in Dark, 25% less in Feudal, and 30 in Castle, 35 in Imperial. 1 plus attack per buildings, starting in the Feudal Age. Villagers get plus 5 attack versus the Boar. Hunters carry plus 15 meat. Loom is free. Population space is plus 10 in Imperial Age. Anarchy creates Husk Girls at the barracks. Perfusion, barracks works 100% faster, and as a team bonus, the barracks works 20% faster. Malay on the other side, guys. Naval civilization advancing to the age at 66% faster. Fish traps cost 33% less. Fish traps provide unlimited food. Probably the reason why he chose them here. 100%. Battle elephants 30% cheaper. Gambit warriors. Theocracy also would have been good on this map, but not so much now. Forest levy, very nice. Could be an option here. Yes, I think Indians will also be changed. I don't know if they're going to be nerfed, though. I don't think they're going to be nerfed. I think they could be buffed. In the way of the Elephant Archer. I think they really want to see Elephant Archers, guys. So, I could see that as well. We'll see here what they do with it. But there will be changes, and I expect them to be pretty big. But Goth, I'm almost certain Goth will be changed. Full Sender, they are mediocre for 1v1, but it's map dependent. If there are shorefish, Indians are superior. Plus, their eco bonus of cheaper villagers are insane. They are very heavy gold dependents, though, so that's kind of an issue for them, but I think they're pretty decent, but I would expect something with Elephant Archers to happen. I would also be curious to see if they give them elephants ever. That could be entertaining. You would think they would. Man-at-Arms is in... Yeah, I mean, Full Sender, it's definitely a flawed design, but I could see them making them cheaper, or I don't know. They already had tried to adjust them once, so I could definitely see them doing it again. Malay going for fight this. Weasol, fight it. Have loom. You get away still. This garrison. Garrison. Okay, not even a garrison. Man-at-Arms are coming in here for Apollo now. They buffed the move speed by 100%. That would be sick. We'll see what happens. I really expect there to be a change with them, though. Khmer are on their way in. They are considered a anti-archer unit, so technically they are like the skirmisher. But they don't get the same bonuses. They just have an additional HP. Yeah, that's what they are. It's just a meme unit is all it is, really. Yep, exactly. Exactly, bartender. But I think we're gonna see a change, and I think it could be with their elephant unit. I wouldn't be upset if they got rid of it, to be honest. Wouldn't be upset if they got rid of it at all and brought something else in, but we'll see. We'll see what they do. As far as this match goes, guys, we're getting archers now. What is Apollo doing? What is this? Apollo goes for the element of surprise. Goth archers? I don't even... Do they get crossbow? They do get crossbow, okay. Do they get they get upgrades? Okay. They get all upgrades for archers except for arbalest. So, interesting. That's it's gonna be a deadly choice here, actually. Only Spanish and Bulgarians. That's right. Well, I don't feel like Goths should get crossbow. I think it's a little bit ridiculous they get crossbow. They're already so powerful, but I mean, I guess this would actually work out better for Weasol here if he's going into his own archers, but Weasol's just in boom mode, it looks like. He's just trying to wall up an FC, it looks like. Or it was trying to FC, not going to now. Gonna be a decent number of archers here for Apollo. You're in what the fuck is this map mode? Yeah, I don't blame you. This map is quite terrible. Worst Cenotes map I've ever seen.
Yep.
Literally. Literally. Yeah, I mean, I don't pay attention to the Goths too much as far as what they do and don't get, to be honest. Just know when I face them, I've got a pretty good idea what's coming my way. Weasel abandons his gold, his only gold in his walls. I think a tower. Again, I think a tower would have been the right move there for you, Weasel. I just don't know what Weasel's going to do with this map. He can only go trash, so spears and scouts, it looks like. You never think of towers. Yeah, I mean, in this case, I mean, I don't know what else you would do to... all your golds are so exposed. You really, really needed gold. Archers are in. Weasel could click up here pretty soon. Apollo, not so much, so... Looks like we're going to have some lost HP here, unfortunately, for Apollo. We're going to lose quite a bit of HP on all these units, actually, minus the spears. And now we've got a few scouts here from Weasel. And, yeah, he's going to be on the wood line. The one wood line Weasel's taking. Yeah, I think this is just GG territory, guys. I really do. I think it's a really bad position here for Weasel. He is going to be up quicker, though, if he clicks up, so... Yeah, Archer's still alive. Villagers. I mean, villager count's not bad. He's going to fight. Oh, Weasel's going to fight with all of his vills right here. Yeah, Weasel's forced to run again. He did wall this up, at least. But all these units are trapped in here now. Spear is still out, so should be able to clean this up here before too long. Needs to get another scout, well, a couple scouts together here. Villager count now ahead for Apollo here. And now the villas are just dying here from Weasel on the wood line. Not ideal. Weasel does click up, though. Looks like we're going to see another Vill go down. Trying to force up an archery range. A lot of idle time. This is such a bad map, Weasel. I really wish you would have asked for a restart on this one, but you said you were sleep deprived when you played it, so I suppose it is what it is. Behind this, if you guys are wondering, Apollo's eco's just kind of chilling. He's also on his way up with the villager lead. Scout will come out. Should not clean this up still. We'll have an archer remaining. Looks like he actually gets both of them, so... Double archery range now. Not bad. His base is cleaned up. 5 HP scout is remaining. Apollo's eco behind this again, looking just fine. Weasel is in Castle Age. What is he going to do with his Castle Age, though? Oh, there are the 2 archers, I forgot. Scout comes forward. Gets that additional attack now. That was in feudal, actually. Still going to lose this fight. Oh, the archer. Is the archer even firing? It is. Oh, 2 HP archer. Crossbow for melee. This is probably what you want to see. But I think the eco is just not there for Weasel at this point. That town center is probably what he needs, but, I mean... A villager's going to get the skill. It's a lot of vital time, though. And going to archers with melee is not going to be the greatest position now. Because he's going to be able to go Husgirl soon. He is on stone. See how much stone he has. 580, yeah. I would accept a forward castle right here. Right here. Forward castle. The villager gets the kill. Good job, villager. You are a wonderful villager. Yeah, I would expect a forward castle right here. Right here, right on this golden stone. Prevent this stone from being taken. And I think that will be the GG. It's looking like it's going to be quite rough. At this point, if I'm Apollo, I just buy it too. Look at this gold count. Apollo's vills have been working non-stop, not interrupted. Very few crossbows here. Oh, Apollo decides to take out some deer. Very nice. Always forget the market. You do not have a market. Interesting. Well, nonetheless, Weasol has to do damage here. And he has to boom back into it. Actually, he's at a villager side. You've been idle as well. Your TCs have been idle, Apollo. I mean, you have tons of res, though, so you have nothing to worry about. I would have liked that forward castle, though. I think you would have just won the game. GG. These vills are pathing something awful. Something awful. This is closer than this, apparently. This is all this idle time. This is terrible. Crossbows at the wood line. Scouts are a horrible fight with pure torture. Third Townsend are going to come down here from Apollo. All these vills walking all the way around. So terrible. Skirm and a Goth Cav Archer. Interesting. Apollo's just going for the hat trick of produce whatever villager he possibly, or whatever unit you possibly can. Oh, that's hilarious. The boom is not in the great shape though. Weasel's still in this. I wasn't really casting this expecting Weasol to be able to do a whole lot at this one, honestly. But yeah, it's looking pretty bad here. Scout is gonna go down to a bunch of skirms, interestingly. There's a villager here as well. Crossbows are attacking a farm. That's quite unfortunate. Oh my, the trash talk between Apollo and Weasol right now is for real. Allowed Weasol to survive out of pity. Oh, Weasol. If you would like a rematch Showmatch, I am in. Alright, the skirmishers will take care of these crossbows. No problem. We are getting one. We are getting a rematch here. Oh, alright. Best of 11. Okay, guys. It's a little crazy. But I will cast. This is excellent. Absolutely excellent, guys. Deleted that lumber camp finally. Very interesting. Alright, guys. I love it. Alright, this is still best of 5. We're still game 3 here, so don't get too far ahead of yourselves. Constant production. Finally, we're getting a castle forward. It's on the hill, not where I wanted it at all, but I guess you have to be worried about military now here. And Weasol, what are you going for in this stable? Elephants, okay. I like it a lot, actually. House walls it up, okay. Castle will go up, no contest. Weasol has 1 military, which is, well, 2 now. He has 2 battle elephants, no upgrades. And we have a few upgrades coming in for Apollo here, as we have forging and plate mail armor. Is that what this is? Plate mail? Yes, scale mail. Okay. Castle will be up. Elite skirms in. Battle elephants are around. Only a couple of them though. Weasel is gonna have a big gold problem soon. Fog of War, the elephants come marching out. Skirmishers will need to run. Although there is no upgrades on these, the castle fire will probably be enough to deal with this. It's the problem with melee elephants. Vil fighting. Oh goodness. Elephants will go down to a castle, villagers, and skirmishers. Very interesting. Very tightly compact base here. I can't complain about this one here. So it was a pro gamer move, is that what you're saying? Barracks for both sides. And then we have Anarchy coming in here for Apollo. And he's getting all of his upgrades now. Would expect to see the Huskarl spam and the GG. Could see Forced Levy though, I guess. Would be a good upgrade for this. Non-gold units would only need food, but Monastery, very good. Yeah, Forced Levy, yeah, I mean, I could see it too, but Imperial Age for Apollo as well. Personally, if I'm in your situation, Apollo, and I see this score, I just spam Huskarls and Pikes, or Halbs, whatever you're technically do, which would be Pike at this age. But, nonetheless, Imp is on its way. Weasel probably making rams, if I know Weasel. Oh, a mangonel actually. Wants to try to take out the barracks before it becomes a problem. Which he will get some HP down, but I don't think he's going to take it out. Squires and Arson coming in. Oh, holy karambit, warriors, let's go. Half a population space apiece here. Karambit warriors. I think you should send them to raid, Weasel. I really do. Weasel, I think you could definitely benefit for some counterattacks. Especially in the first game, whenever you had those few knights, if you would have sent those forward, you could have really balanced the game again. I know you said you were playing these pretty sleep deprived, but like right now, you can send all of these units around, hit, and go around here in complete eco. I mean, you would have trouble obviously with all the town centers being as close as they are, but it's a lot of mangonels. Gonna start focusing the barracks. Ooh, oh, he Weasel. Look at Weasel. Garrison spot's right here. Alright. Barracks being built behind. No! Run! Run! Don't sit there! Oh no. Huskarls are being created. Relic heist from the middle. Hole in the wood line. Scout is very active here. Let's check the scouting for Weasel. Not very good. Apollo, not very great either, but not terrible. Alright, Weasel is going for the counter attack here. I love it. That's a lot of units right there, though. Send them in, Weasel. Vil counts are actually really close here, so this is still a pretty close game. Apollo has tons of res, though. Weasel has a lot too, but Weasel is still behind. Town Bell! No, not the Town Bell. Villagers will go down here. A lot of villagers will go down here, actually. Oh my god. Look away. Look away. It's a massacre. It's a massacre. Oh my god, there's a bunch of Gambits still over here, dude. Gambits are doing the job here. Villagers going down everywhere. It was equal villager counts moments ago. Now we have a 20 villager lead. 22 villager lead. 23 villager lead. Oh my god, they're still going down. These Gambits. See, that's how this raid, Weasel. Oh, big mangonel shot. So, okay. A Rammet 12 plus 2. Yep, 6 plus 2. The Karambits won't stand much of a chance, but the Mangonel shots could have done the job. Only 1 TC to protect all this equal here. 2 TCs actually. Karambit Warriors going to do the job. Town Center will melt here though. Although Weasel could fight this pretty decently with these Karambit Warriors. He will lose some ego of his own, but are there enough Karambit Warriors? I don't think so. He is producing them and sending them in. Weasel with a nice showing here. I mean, Weasel, I mean, you are doing a fine job here. I mean, considering, I mean, you're going to clean this up, I think. I mean, maybe not. The elephant, along with the town center fire, you guys, I mean, you clean it up. Rams coming forward. What's Imperial Age coming in next? Ooh, a forward castle over here, very nice. Karambit's gonna take down the monastery. Oh, and the crossbows are coming though. Karambits will melt. 30 HP. Only 30 HP. Repairing. He's repairing. Yep. Okay, the monastery will stay. Siege over here though. Get some momentum here. Castle's getting some damage done. Rebuilding the town center. More Karambits headed forward. About to run out of wood in the back. I like the forward here. Yeah, I mean, both of you have lost a lot of vills. I still think Apollo has the better position. You guys are both really struggling to spend res. I mean, Apollo has spent a lot now, and he has the military out to show it, but you guys have been floating a lot of res this game. Weasel, right now you have 2k plus food and wood, almost 3k of each. Gold is obviously an issue, but I think Forest Levy would have been here for the win here. Yeah, no gold. I think Forest Levy, man. Forest Levy would have been gold for you here. Another good couple Mangonel shots here. Obviously not the greatest, but yes, it does require gold, but you have 6,000 resources between food and between wood that you could have sold here. You do not have a market, do you? That's unfortunate. No market. You are in gold here, though. Just saying. You are going to lose a lot of eco here, though, and as we saw before, the Karambits are not going to be able to clean this up as easily as we thought, maybe. If they were elite, they would be better off, but still, you're not losing everything. You are taking out the Husk Girl numbers again. You are forward, creating problems. Unfortunately, that scout found the villagers trying to sneak out here. Trebs going to be an issue. Okay, well. That was a valiant fight here. I think, though, after this forward gets cleaned up, it could be trouble for Weasel. Like you said, you have no more gold. You have, what, 2 stacks of gold here. Scout's still sitting on this. That's entertaining. You are taking some vills out, though. Keeping villager count somewhat close. 1 trap out for you here. As soon as the spam comes in, though, I don't know what you're going to do to defend this. Karambit Warriors cannot take that out. Villagers heading forward for what I assume will be another castle for Apollo. Oh no, we're just going out to the wood and gold here. Not bad. Yeah, no market, I see. You have plenty of wood. No market. You are getting the gold up there, though. Now that you've found some to take in. This is a nice play with the Karambits here, as these Husk Girls are just headed to this wood line. They really want to take this out here. So you are taking off. You are trying to expand. Forced levy, folks, it's coming in. Supplies is coming in. Karambit Warriors will die though. All these villagers will die. And then it'll be, I think, pretty far out of reach here. All these villagers are gonna die on this forward gold here that you need so desperately. Yeah, not really good. Supplies! Yeah, your eco just tanked big time. These archers are not the most accurate, no ballistics. Just a few upgrades on them, but still, that is dying. Treb v Treb, that Treb's weaker. Kermit Warriors. Two-handed swordsman's just now being researched. The Husk Girl spam's gonna come in. We only have two barracks, my mistake here, for Weasel, so that is gonna be problematic. He is still in this corner. Last villager over here to go down. Gold shaft mining coming in now, really kind of worthless at this point, but yeah. I think Weasel is dead now. I think the map's finally going to catch up with him. I think if these were tasked, just head forward here, and I think we need just a full spam. Got plenty of barracks here, just send them all in. Don't worry about the fights, Apollo. 52 villagers for Weasel, 82 for Apollo. Just taking out the Siege Workshop, and the villagers aren't working the greatest, but not a big deal. Gambit Warriors will probably take out this trebuchet, but the castle goes down. And that's pretty much going to be all she wrote. As soon as these Husk Girls are head forward, they are being... Why are they all the way over here, Apollo? Question mark. Your gather point's all the way over here. You need to send all these things forward. Two-handed swords is out. That's what he needs. That's the unit he needs, but he needs mass. Villager count is getting up there a little bit more, but not going to be enough. Two-handed swordsmen are headed out here. Vills are coming out again. I think Weasel wants that gold. Or just to build more barracks. That works too. Castle does go down here. That's quite unfortunate. That's a really good castle position. He's going to repair his trebuchet though. A lot of crossbows. A lot of husks. Yeah, GG. GG indeed, guys. So 3-0 here for Apollo in our first show match. Well played, Apollo. I guess you guys are going to have a rematch. Let me know. I mean, if you guys want, I can set up something. Settings and stuff. Follow the same settings here, but I can give you guys some maps. Up to you. I have an idea I can send you. We'll talk about it in a little bit. But congratulations to Mr. Apollo. Congratulations. Any questions, guys? Comments, concerns? Statistics, perhaps? That was a terrible map, Weasel. Keep the sub for the next one. Well, I mean, that's not really the deal, Weasel. Or Apollo, but nonetheless, GG's, guys. That was insane. It was a lot of fun. And now I hear you guys have somewhat of a rivalry going on, it seems. So, anyone on YouTube watching, appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll have a few more show matches here and there from time to time, and then we'll be hosting another tournament come January. But thank you guys for watching on YouTube. Make sure to like, follow, share, subscribe, all those good things, and we'll see you on YouTube later.